Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Thursday night edition of the show. Promises, as always, to be informative, exciting, entertaining, everything rolled into one. You will, I can assure you, enjoy every bit of Sports Tonight this Thursday. My name is Tony Ibitoye, saying thank you for joining us, and still in the mood of Nigeria at 54. On the show tonight, we will still try to look back at sports development. What should we be doing to move forward in terms of sports in Nigeria? I'll be focusing tonight on table tennis. So stay tuned. We'll be speaking to the president of the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation in the next couple of minutes on Sports Tonight. We have plenty for you because we will also talk about the Globe Premier League. That's a domestic league in Nigeria. And we will take you to Ilorin, Kwara State. Find out exactly what is going on between Kwara United, FIFA. Yes, you heard me right. Kwara United and FIFA. This time, FIFA is intervening not in the politics of the NFF. It's about club administration and players' arbitration. You'll find out why. We'll go to Ilorin later on the show to talk to someone from Kwara United about FIFA and the deadline of October 2 given to the club as it concerns the arbitration for a Malian player. We will also, on the program tonight, take you to Washington. The show tonight is going to be very explosive. We're touching up on every part, local and international. We'll be going to Washington. Our good friend Sonny Young will be talking to us, and we'll be talking football on the program tonight. We'll be talking the MLS, and it's interesting because Nigeria, we're beginning to grow a number of our players in the MLS. So that's also there for you. Don't forget, it's a Thursday. We'll be going courtside. Femi Adefeso is already in the house. He will be joining us on the show tonight. Now let me unveil to you my partners on the program. Starting off the show with me for most of tonight, my immediate right, Dum Nodio Konta, is happy to be on the show. Dum, good to have you on Sports Tonight this Thursday.
Thank you very much. Good evening to our viewers. Good evening. You said I'm happy. Over what?
Are you not happy?
About what? Let me remember. Okay, the letter.
Which letter?
Okay, letter that was written yesterday. Letter of life.
Which letter of life is that? I don't understand what you're
From
talking about. Yemi Adebayo is on the show as well. Yemi, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Always a pleasure. Always.
Yemi is happy. We spoke about it yesterday. Danny Welbeck.
Okay, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, well,
Danny Welbeck.
I should be. A good one.
The boy is finally coming good.
I don't know if I would say it's coming good, but the result was good. Coming after some not too impressive performances in the UEFA Champions League and the Premier League, that is good. It lifts the spirits.
Ahead of this weekend.
Yes, that
I hope this weekend we don't dampen the spirit again.
I hope it does.
Because this time last year when you went here, it was like 6 or so.
No, early this year.
The result was
early this year.
Yeah.
Last season, I wanted to say.
The result was unbelievable, but I don't foresee such an outcome.
Better foresee.
I don't foresee such an outcome this
what
time.
has changed between last year and this year? Last year have become stronger and better.
Yes.
Arsenal are still looking like some of the same.
Well, I think they've learned that, sometimes you need some underhand tactics when you play football. It shouldn't always be the direct approach. When you're playing
and
stronger
you think your
opponents,
underhand tactics is going to work against the master of underhand?
I think it's going to work. Like I said, it's not going to be 6-0. I'm not saying
it could be 2.
They might win, but
it could be 2.
They're not going to fall like a pack.
It could be 2.
It
could be 3, but not 6.
I honestly don't
Arsenal
see
fans.
6 goals coming into the
Okay, I think what we'll do is, Arsenal fans, later on the show, we'll ask you to talk about it. What are you anticipating this weekend? Because really, tonight, Europa League games, some are going on, some have been concluded. So we'll try and just update you with the ones we can on the program tonight. And of course, we'll still look back at what happened yesterday, the UEFA Champions League, and still bring you some of the highlights of matches played yesterday. But let's start off the show. Still in the mood of Nigeria at 54. But we want to start off with something that we've been talking about in the last couple of weeks, and it has to do with the man on your screen. Well, for those of you who were born so many years after independence, you may not really know the picture or know the man whose picture we are displaying on the screen, and we are putting still missing. We're putting out for you on the screen the picture of one man who has put the name of Nigeria on the map of sporting excellence for so many years. Commonwealth champion, a boxing champion, Davidson Andy. That's the picture of that man is now, I mean, it's been missing for so many weeks now and is still missing. And that's the reason why we want to start off the show tonight by telling you that the family of Davidson Nande are still looking for him. He left home, I think, July 7. Yep. He left home July 7 in Benin City, and since then hasn't returned home. We're told he's suffering from some kind of memory loss and things like that because of old age and all of that. But the fact of the case is Davidson Nande, a Nigerian champion, boxing hero, is missing. We're still looking for him. If you, by any chance, see someone that looks like what we are showing on the screen right now, please let us know as quickly as possible. This is one of our heroes. And the national anthem, Nigerian national anthem, has a phrase that says, the labors of our heroes past
shall never be in vain.
Should never be in vain. That's why we're starting off the show tonight with a picture of Davidson Nande. Please, let us find this man and let him live the rest of his life in happiness. I mean, that at some point in his life, he represented Nigeria and did the nation proud. Okay, gentlemen, plenty to talk about on the program tonight, but you need to be a part of what we're doing on the show. We want you to talk to us on Sports Tonight. Don't forget to react to what this Arsenal fan in the studio, Zemi Adebayo, said about this weekend's game against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. He says it will not be 6. They may lose. That's Arsenal. He says the team may still lose, but it wouldn't be 6. Arsenal fans, what are you saying? Talk to us. Give us your opinion to these issues as we raise them on Sports Tonight. On Facebook, on Twitter. Twitter those handles at channels_sports at Tony Bichoye. Let's know what you feel and how you see things ahead of this weekend. Dumnadio Konta is not really interested in the English Premier League. He's a local man. He's a Nigerian league man.
I've adopted one.
Which club is that?
Okay, let me say the name of this club if anybody can find out. Skonto Rija.
Skonto Rija.
Yes.
You decided to pick a club in Europe and it's Skonto Rija.
They've won titles more than
which country is that?
The last 9 years. They've won titles
Afghanistan and where?
It's in Latvia.
Latvia. Okay, Skonto Rija. Skonto, what did you call it?
Well, yeah. Chelsea played against them a while back. Not
Skonto, what did you call it?
Skonto Riga.
Skonto Riga.
Yeah, not much has been heard about them in recent times. One club in an obscure part of Europe.
Talk, I mean, when you feed us back, talk about Skonto Rija. That's the club that Dumnadio Konta is supporting and adopted in the Latvian league. All right, but in the Nigerian league, I mean, Rangers, for obvious reasons, Warri Wolves. I mean, he has a lot of clubs in the domestic scene. All right, gentlemen, let's quickly go on to the business of the day. And reactions are still trailing the election of Amanju as president of the Nigerian Football Federation. Yesterday, we brought the message from FIFA. Today, we are bringing the message of CAF, GLO, that's the national team sponsor, and of course, the Lagos State government congratulating Amanju for emerging the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, and also tasking him that a lot still needs to be done. While you are congratulating him on one breath, you are telling him that there is a huge task on his shoulders, huge responsibility.
Yeah, the reasons are simple. There's really no time to just continue celebrating the victory. It's time to buckle up. It's time to roll up your sleeves and work. It's time to avoid the pitfalls of the past. It's time to probably bring everybody together. And those are the words he has used.
Reconciliation.
Yes, he's talked about that in all of the things I've heard him say, that I've read. And that is why you will congratulate him for winning, but then take it a step further and look, there's a lot going on right now that needs to be sorted out. And he is in a position. And of course, history will be kind to him if he's able to put some of those things right. He has a good opportunity. He has a fertile soil. A lot of the maybe contending parties will probably take a back seat now. So he has, I don't know, should I call it a free road to operate from. and he has a good opportunity. The contending forces, in my own opinion, will go and take the back seat now, and now he can do what is expected of him, and that's why football lovers across board will task the new NFF president and say, look, you have a chance, turn things around, and hopefully history will be kind to him if he does that.
Fast track to 4 years from now. Maybe Amanju is still there, maybe a second term. If he's done so well, fast track to 4 years from now, what would Amanju Pinnick, what would he have done that you would say, yes, your 4 years have been fantastic, you have really lived up to the responsibility of being NFF president? Just fast track and think about it. What would you want him to do?
I'm particular about developmental football. I'm not a national team, yes, it's a flagship, those are competitions kind of team, but developmental football. We'll see what will happen to the various, because when you look at the state at which we cannot able to maximize the young population of people who play football in Nigeria. We have not been able to maximize the different competition at different levels. How do we? I think for this board, and Amanju in particular, is that you just have to do some kind of restructuring. Restructure the secretariat, restructure the technical department. It's even important, most important that you have to restructure that particular department so that you have some kind of policies, some kind of programs that will affect the kind of the desire for most people to say, okay, we are developing at this stage. I think in 4 years' time, I'm not particular about competitions, because when you look at competition, Nigerians are a competition kind of company.
No, competitions are important.
They are important.
I mean, not that it is.
Hold on. It's a product of. It's a product of something. It's a product of something. Everybody people celebrated Spain for winning the Euro 2012, winning 2012, winning the World Cup, but they discovered that this team, for a long time, they never got near. So it's a process. Like, people start celebrating when they won it. They said, "Oh, it was a process of how many years?" But that's what I'm thinking about.
The foundation for
football
development.
Because it's just an option. Talking about competition, the Super Eagles will ever go to the Nations Cup. At least they'll get to the quarterfinal. They'll get to the semi-final.
There was a year we didn't qualify.
We didn't qualify for the Nations Cup.
Under the Megiri board. And the
qualify.
next one we won it.
We won it. So we are competition kind of people. The Falcons will always want to dominate Africa.
Anyway, let's talk about something very quickly. Players, arbitration. It is really not. Yeah, it is under the purview of NFF president. Players' welfare. That was one thing. For all, I mean, the victories and the positives or the negatives that you may want to attach to the Aminu Megiri, we carry them with a lot of positives in terms of national team and everything. There was one thing that was a fault, and Alhaji Aminu Megiri will always tell you that if he had a chance, he would want to do more in that area. Players' arbitration. And that for me is also very key under the new dispensation. How well the players' welfare is taken. Issues like that, players' arbitration, no player is owed salaries, coaches, and all of that, very, very key. Foundation for football development.
It all keys into what Nadia said with restructuring. And that's why if I were Amanju Pinnick, for instance, I won't be in a hurry to start making promises. He's been somebody that has been close to the glass house, probably would have seen these things from afar, and now sit down and look at far-reaching solutions